We gotta rethink some things. When the disrespect is too loud, walk away. Because I can tell you that there were many moments in life where the disrespect was so loud that I decided to be deaf. That I decided to say, oh no, they didn't mean it. They're going through this. Well, they feel that way. Well, why should I take it out on them? They're going through this. Everyone is always going through something. But we can't dismiss bad behavior and reward it with our presence, our attention, our energy. I'm sure you and I both have done that so many times in the past. You can't do it anymore. That version of us, they don't live here anymore. They don't exist in this realm. We left them behind a long time ago. And yes, every now and then we're gonna see glimmers, we're gonna see reflections of them in other people, in ourselves, in a situation, but there is no more time to handle things in the way a previous version of us did. Because we know better now. Because we respect ourselves better now. Because we know our worth better now. And we know what we are worth. Hi, welcome back. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling a little nauseous today. I'm gonna be real. I was responding back to some customer service emails, and I forget how crazy people can be. And I used to work at Disneyland, and if you guys know anything about that, some of you Disney adults are crazy. And that's all I'm gonna touch on for that. This isn't even the topic that I wanted to talk about today initially. So I wrote here on my notepad because I wanted to figure out what I wanted to talk about. And I said, yesterday my Bita told me, your stomach is big. And it honestly bothered me the whole day. In the back of my mind, all I can think about was what I could do to stop my belly from growing and what my plan was to not have a squishy stomach. But literally, when I put on my outfit yesterday, I loved the little hourglass shape I had going on. It's so feminine to me and so beautiful. I wanted to talk about this because my physique development is such a prominent evolution over time, and especially as women, our bodies fluctuate. Our bodies fluctuate a lot, and even if you're not a woman, your body can fluctuate a lot. We are human beings. We eat and we work out, and then we go through periods of stagnancy, and then we go through periods of hormone imbalance and so many different phases that it's so impossible, especially as a woman, especially as a feminine, to please anybody. I want to close this. As we can tell, my room has changed yet again. I kind of like this little section back here. Just wanted things behind me. It honestly might change again because I don't know if I like it still, but I have more room on my desk. But anyways, it's impossible for us to please not only ourselves but everybody else, and I know that we're not put on this world to please anybody else except for ourselves. But especially as women, there are such high standards for us to just simply exist in this life. And man, when she had made that comment, I had literally just eaten. So yeah, my stomach was a little full, and the maxi skirt that I was wearing did not hide that. And at the same time, I was also looking at myself in the mirror, and I was just like, wow, like, I'm falling. I was like, look at your little hourglass shape. Like, it's so sexy. It's so beautiful. I've been trying to figure out what I want to look like, and at the same time, allowing my body to look however it is my body is going to look, and loving it. And that's not a crime, and that's not something that I should want to try to change because someone says that my stomach looks big. Like that's so wrong, and that's so offensive, and I don't care that it is my Bita, my grandma, for those of you who don't know what a Bita is. And I honestly am so happy that I'm happy with where I am with my body, that my immediate reaction wasn't aggressively defensive. It was just like, oh, it's because of my butt, because I want a little booty, and in the process of growing your booty, your midsection is going to grow, and then as you get the booty that you want to have grown, and that you focus on slimming your waist. And it honestly, I'm more upset in retrospect, but I'm just not trying to get in another fight with her or any other relative over something as insignificant as someone else's opinion on my body. But then that also goes back to a situation that happened with some people in my dance community that I care about, where their bodies and their well-beings as women and as feminine presenting people were, spoken about outside of their consent. And it just reminds me how difficult this world makes it for women to freely and openly exist as humans, as growing people, as anything. And dealing with this customer service issue, I'm just like, people really are just projecting whatever it is that they're going through and expect you to bend over backwards and do whatever it is that they say because they're obviously right. I'm sure that my Bita did not intend to offend me in this way, but it's also not something that I'm okay with anymore. It's such a toxic thing in not only Filipino culture, but in any POC culture, any culture in general that thinks that their pre-programmed opinion on what we're supposed to look like or do or be or act is how we are supposed to move. Like I'm figuring out how I want to move for myself, by myself, because of myself, and because of the things that I've been through. And it's frustrating. And I'm getting used to maintaining my cool and understanding how to stand my ground, because especially with all of the talk about specifically like chaperone, making those TikToks talking about if you walked up to a random woman and said, "Can I have a photo?" You know, the whole discussion about boundaries, especially when it comes to music artists or people that are in the light in general. I need to prepare myself to not take what other people have to say about me personally, because that's none of my business, and it quite frankly should not matter. And the more I put myself out there, the more I am opening up myself to the ridicule and the opinions and the comments. And the internet is such a beautiful place, but it's also such a nasty ground for people to feel so free and obligated to express every little stupid opinion and thought that they have, because they are not facing any real life repercussions, until obviously it gets to the point where they may receive some real life repercussions. But this is just training ground. Everything I'm going through right now, I know, is preparing me for the life that I'm going to be living very soon, and learning how to continue standing my ground and standing in my power and not allowing other people to take that away from me. So it's very fascinating. I probably mention this all the time. It's very fascinating to see how life progresses as I am aware and present with the development. And wow, I just know that this comment on my body, although it is from someone that loves me and that I love, I know that as time goes on and as I become whatever size of a public figure that I end up becoming, that the comments are just beginning, and that it's going to get possibly worse, because there are some really nasty people out there. And so this is honestly a really great reminder for me to remain as centered and as focused in my world, and to protect that for myself as much as possible, because there is no saying what other people are going to do. That was a good break, a good forced break for me for a second to recollect myself. I'm actually going swimming with Liam and Michelle shortly. I honestly should leave very soon, but I wanted to knock out this chit chat before it got too late and I didn't have the thoughts in my brain to put my words together. Not me being distracted. So, oh man, it's all training ground. I said that earlier, but I can't. These are the things and the thoughts that I would ponder as I was preparing for the moment that I would finally allow myself to step into the spotlight. I would think about, and I think I touched on this for the video that I posted today as I'm filming this, where the purple shirt, where the thoughts of what people are going to say and what people are going to think, and how they're going to feel about me being who I am, essentially. And I can't afford to allow those thoughts to consume my life, because that's just energy that I don't have to spare for that kind of insignificant part of this. Because as much as the bad and the negative tend to be more prominent in our emotional state, the good always outweighs the bad. It just doesn't feel that way because it's such a shock to our system that people can be so cruel. I remind myself that if things were perfect and if everything was the way that it was supposed to be, then we would have nothing to learn. So we do need that yin-yang balance of the not so nice and good people, the really good people who like fight against the dark side, or the you know, the bad people. I don't want to say whatever, but I'm shaking. It's crazy. These are great reminders for me to have, and I have to emphasize my gratitude for this, because processing things like this makes it so much easier for me to continue moving on and to continue moving forward, because these are just fleeting feelings and these are passing thoughts and moments, and it is not a reflection of the actual journey at hand. There are bigger, better, badder, like badder things ahead of me that I am presently doing, that I'm going to be doing, that I can't let these little distractions get in my way and stop me from showing up as myself. We see it happen as someone who is a consumer turning into the creator. We see it happen with so many people who most of the time don't deserve it, but then hopefully we are existing in a society that is understanding who is deserving of being called out for their BS, versus wasting our time or spending our time, or most likely wasting our time, trying to take down the people who are actually contributing positivity and positive energy back to the world with their platforms. Again, going back to what I had said in last week's video, I am tired of people that we propel to have such massive platforms to not be good people. And so we're in this transition of allowing the people who are positive sources of light to step into the limelight, to step forward and actually help guide Earth. There was a video I saw earlier today that talked about aliens back in the day, back in ancient Egypt, used to come down all the time, and we see depictions of them in Egyptian drawings. And the guy was saying something about, oh, the reason why aliens don't come down here anymore is because Earth is kind of ghetto, for lack of better terms. And there was a girl who had made a song or something saying that Earth is ghetto, something about aliens coming and taking her, something like that. And it's so true, because we've allowed the people who don't deserve to be at the forefront of whatever it is in life, too many things across the board, where it is not good people at the forefront. And so we gotta fix this. And I'm here doing what I can, as much as I can, as often as I can, learning how to do that. But I'm here to help, and to help figure it out with you guys. I'm also trying to figure it out for myself, but I am willing to take responsibility of helping the masses figure out what is going on, because I'm just tired of it. More and more every day, I'm tired of how people navigate, and I'm tired of how the world is navigating, and I'm tired of allowing things to just be how things are, because that's just how things are. Things don't have to be this way. That goes for so many things across the board, but especially in the industries that I desire and that call to me to make a positive change. I'm kind of over it. not over wanting to pursue it. I'm over how it is. And I'm ready to do something about how it will be, how it should be, how I desire it to be and envision it to be, because it could be so much better than this. Life, art, entertainment, celebrity, or whatever it is that we are going to be calling it, because we are no longer in a place where the people that we push to the top should be out of touch and in this godly realm when they don't actually represent what the gods were. You know what I mean? When they don't deserve that kind of recognition and hyper understanding and the stan culture and the dehumanizing ways of the masses to the people who are trying to do the thing that they love and contribute something to society. There's just a lot of stuff going on. But oh gee, I'm not trying to make this a weekly thing of me ranting about something, and I also wasn't expecting that this one comment from someone that I live with and love made to spark all of this, but that's what it is. I know that a past version of me would have either taken it way too much to heart, or I would have reacted really aggressively back right when it happened. But I'm happy that I'm in this nice, balanced middle place where I'm able to stand my ground, but also understand, hey, I don't respect that. That's not respectful to say. And I don't care where it comes from. It shouldn't be said. You shouldn't tell someone immediately when they walk into your room, your stomach looks big. Do we not consider, maybe I was already feeling, it's my body, I obviously feel it, that I'm bloated, and we think that it's okay to point it out. I'm trying to not think about it again. I've already passed this. We already entered the lesson that I am getting from this. But man, I need to go swim. This is crazy. I need to remember to keep my peace and to protect myself. However it is that I need to protect myself, because I can't allow anybody else besides myself to dictate, to comment, I can't even comment on myself negatively. I can't even allow that anymore, because if I treat myself bad, that just allows other people to. So I'm always going to treat myself good. And I hope that this is a reminder that the way you treat yourself is the way you allow other people to treat you. And this is coming from someone who did not treat herself well for a very long time. Thus, other people saw the green light. Go ahead, do what you will to me, because I'm just going to take it, because I take it from myself, and I'm no longer that person. No. We can no longer be that person. You and I, us together. We can no longer allow other people to step over us, to step on us, to think that they are above us in any way. And that's not saying that we're above them. There's a very, very fine line between knowing your worth and thinking that you're better than someone. Knowing your worth does not equate thinking you're better than someone. The only person that we're able to be better than is the person we used to be. In doing that, standing your ground is not easy. Right now, there are family members that I don't talk to. That it makes me sad that I don't talk to them or see them. I haven't seen them in years. And as much as I want to see them, the disrespect was too loud. As much as I want to reach out, maybe send flowers on their birthday, maybe I'll do that sometime in the future. But in the last couple of years, as I was processing and understanding everything that has happened and what I needed to grow from and where I needed to hold my standards for myself, with myself, I couldn't bypass that. Because not only did they disrespect me, they disrespected my mom. And nobody's a perfect person. You disrespect my mom, you disrespect anybody that I love, me included, my sister. We gotta rethink some things. When the disrespect is too loud, walk away. Because I can tell you that there were many moments in life where the disrespect was so loud that I decided to be deaf. That I decided to say, oh no, they didn't mean it. They're going through this. Well, they feel that way. Well, why should I take it out on them? They're going through this. Everyone is always going through something. But we can't dismiss bad behavior and reward it with our presence, our attention, our energy. I'm sure you and I both have done that so many times in the past. We can't do it anymore. That version of us, they don't live here anymore. They don't exist in this realm. We left them behind a long time ago. And yes, every now and then we're gonna see glimmers, we're gonna see reflections of them in other other people, in ourselves, in a situation. But there is no more time to handle things in the way a previous version of us did. Because we know better now. Because we respect ourselves better now. Because we know our worth better now. And we know what we are worth better now. So act like it. So hold yourself accountable for acting like it. Don't think that anyone else is gonna come and save you. I said this before. Nobody is coming to save you. Save yourself every single time. Show yourself what you are worth, and then other people will do that to you. And even if other people don't step up to the plate the way that you deserve, then that means those people, those places, those things, whatever it may be, they're not meant for you. So stop trying to fight for something that clearly isn't in alignment with who and what you are. I'm tired of disrespecting myself. I'm tired of allowing other people to disrespect me. That doesn't mean I don't love them. If I didn't love them, I wouldn't care. If I didn't love myself, I wouldn't care. But because I love myself and because I love whoever that is, whatever that is, wherever that is, if you truly love something, you will put respect on that name. Whether it's your name, whether it's their name, don't allow yourself to compromise your worth because you want to keep the peace. Keeping the peace is not love. Being nice is not love. Being kind is love. Being nice to the detriment of yourself, to the disrespect of yourself, that's not love. That's not love at all. I used to think that was love. I'm sure you probably thought that was love, but that's not love. Let us learn to redefine what love means for ourselves and then teach other people what it means to show up and love us. And if they can't do that, if they can't give you what you tell them, this is how I like to be loved. This is how I deserve to be loved. This is how I'm going to be loved. If they can't do that, if that situation doesn't do that, if that environment doesn't do that, that's not love. Love is showing up for how that other person is worth. Not what you think that other person is worth. What that other person is worth, what that thing is worth, what the situation is worth, what you are worth. Very different stuff. We need to learn how to differentiate. We need to practice the act of discernment. It's a gift to be discerning. It is a gift to be loved by us, from us, to us. We need to learn how to love ourselves better. And I'm not saying that you don't. I'm also not saying that you do. I'm saying that we have been taught so wrong that it's time to reteach ourselves. It's nothing new. We make things so much more difficult than they need to be, but we've also been programmed this way, and it's tough to rewire and to take the effort to rewire. It's so much easier to stay the same. It's so much easier to accept the things that we've been accepting, because what if I don't get what I really want? What if you do? That part is what's worth it. What if you do? What if you get every single thing that you do, every single thing that you deserve, because you told yourself, because you showed yourself that you deserve it? I'm not saying it's going to be easy, and I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but if you don't start giving yourself exactly what it is that you desire and to know that you are worth, you're never going to get it. Of course you're not going to get it. You never allowed yourself to put yourself in the position to get it. So why would you? But if you do take the time to reacquaint with yourself, what is it that I want? How is it that I want someone, something, somewhere to show up for me? How do I want myself to show up for myself? Once we start learning these things and standing in that, standing by that, and showing people, hey, yeah, my belly is big because I'm growing something else. Yeah, it's my belly is big because thank God I got to nurture myself today. I got to eat. Thank God. We have to rewire the way that we perceive things and teach people and show them that I'm not going to take that, whether that's the way someone perceives how you look, how you think, how you present yourself in life, what it is that you are doing. If it's important enough to you, you're going to stand by it. Okay, I can go on about this for forever, but I really want to swim. So I'm gonna cut us off here today. If I feel very compelled, I may come back later, but it's time to turn a new leaf. It's time to love ourselves properly, because only when we understand how to truly love ourselves, then we can go out and put love into everyone else, everything else, everywhere else. But if we don't understand how to do that, we're the one person that is with you from the time that you were born to the very end where you die. If you can't give love to that person, you can't give love to anything, anyone, anywhere. So learn how to love yourself properly and stand in that, because no one else is going to do it right, and you're never going to get where you want to be, who you want to be, what you want to be, until you learn that within yourself and show yourself, I'm worth everything and more. Okay? I love you. Be kind to yourself. We're no longer nice. I know sometimes in these videos I say nice by mistake, but be kind to yourself. Show yourself how much you love yourself. No matter how hard it is, no matter who it is you have to lose, what you have to lose, where you have to be separated from, show yourself how much you love yourself and watch how many blessings come your way. Get some sun, go take a walk, take a breather, journal, Do something that shows you how much you love you, because you deserve it. You deserve it without having to show up any other way. By simply being here, by simply waking up in the morning, you are deserving of everything you want and more. You're worthy of it. Remind yourself. Don't let anybody ever take that away from you. Okay? I will see you soon. I love you. Say that to yourself in the mirror.